Choosing a home security system sounds simple, but most people get it wrong and it ends up costing them time, money, and in some cases, leaving them completely unprotected. So that's what this video is all about. I'm going to break down exactly what matters so you don't fall into the same trap as a lot of other people do, and you can choose the right system for your home or, it might be your business. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Simon from Simon Security Expert. I'm a total geek when it comes to security systems, to be honest. But I've been a security engineer for 12 years. I've got my own wireless DIY security system. I help people all around the globe, thanks to YouTube, with taking control of their own security. So now, let's get to helping you with yours. So let's start with one of the biggest decisions in security: wired or wireless alarm systems. Look, I'm going to keep this really simple. If you've got no system in place right now, I'd strongly recommend going wireless. Wired systems are intrusive to install. You're lifting floorboards, chasing walls, running cables. It's not something I'd ever recommend for the average person to actually do in the home. And I'm having flashbacks to the days when that was more of a common thing. God, that was hard work. Now, if you've already got wiring in place from an existing system, then wired becomes more of a viable option, especially if you're getting a professional to install it. But for most homes today, wireless is by far the better option. It's much easier to install, it's flexible, and you can move or add devices whenever you want. You just don't get that the same way with wired security systems. And trust me, I see it all the time. People try to DIY wired systems and it turns into a complete nightmare, and they're in my DMs needing help. Wireless is at a place now where it's so reliable with long battery life that it's by far become the system of choice for almost everyone. DIY or professional installation. DIY systems are cheaper, more flexible, and you're in full control of your own security. So there's great benefits there, but, and this is important, it relies on you setting it up properly. So you need clear instructions, something easy to follow, and ideally something visual, I find, for me personally anyway. That's something I focused on heavily with my own wireless DIY system, the Godfather security system, making sure anyone can actually install it properly without confusion by giving people an online how-to install video that makes it really easy for DIYers. On the other side, you have professional installation. You're paying more, but you're handing it over to someone else and then it's all done for you. And hopefully, all being well, you shouldn't have any stress. That can be ideal, for example, if you don't really have time to install it yourself, or if it's a more complex setup. Think of manor houses and, great big old castles and things like that. Or maybe you just don't want to deal with it all, then you can hand it over to a professional. But with that, you do lose a bit of control. And in some cases, you can be tied into ongoing services with the security company. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's good to have that backup there, but it's something important to be aware of. For most homes and small businesses today, DIY wireless systems are more than capable as long as they're set up properly. Now, this is something a lot of people don't fully understand: internal versus external detection. So let's talk about what it is and what it means. Internal detection is what most people are used to. Things like opening contacts on doors and windows and motion detectors inside the property. This equipment reacts once someone is inside the home, for example, which is, incredibly important. But external detection works in a slightly different way. This is where you've got sensors outside your property picking someone up as they approach the building. So instead of reacting, you're aiming to stop them before they ever get in. Think of a motion sensor, but instead of inside the property, it's outside. And don't worry, as long as you get a good one, they're not going to false alarm. Now, the best setup, if you can, is actually a combination of both. Internal gives you the essential coverage. External adds that extra layer of protection. But if you had to choose just one, I'd always recommend going internal first. And there's good reason for this. It's hard to cover every angle externally. And if someone goes in undetected, if they manage to get past the external, you're not going to have an alarm trigger, and you need the alarm to trigger. External works best as an additional layer, and when done properly with a good system, you don't have to worry about the false alarms because they're pet friendly and things like that. Animals don't trigger them, don't worry. This is another strong point for wireless systems because you don't have to get it all at once. You can get most of the system, say all the internal at one point, then in a few weeks or months get additional detection like the external detectors. But if you did have a wired system, you'd only have one shot at getting the cables in place, really. You don't have to keep running cables anytime you need an extra sensor anywhere. Next, and this is massively overlooked, the app and its reliability. Your alarm system is only as good as the moment it needs to work. If your notifications are delayed, it's pretty useless. You need to know straight away. Or if the app is confusing, well, then you just won't use it properly. And this is where I see a lot of people go wrong. They end up with a system that technically does a lot, but in reality, they just don't trust it, or they just don't understand it. In my experience, a simple experience for the end user is always the best. And that leads me to the biggest mistake people make when it comes to security systems. They choose a system that they don't actually use. Maybe it's too complicated or has features that just don't make much sense for the user, or it's just not clear how it works. So they stop arming it because they're not confident in the system. And at that point, it's not protecting anything. Remember, the best system is the one you feel comfortable with and the one that you'll actually use every single day. So when you're choosing a system, don't just look at the spec. Of course, that is important, but there are other things to consider. You need to think about how easy it is to use, how good the technical support is, how confident you feel with it, and whether you're actually going to use it properly, because that's what keeps your property protected. Hope this helped, guys, because I love helping you with your security. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you on the next one.